There's been no shortage of celebrities who've spoken out against JD Vance in recent months, and it seems a certain ex-president might be among them. JD Vance was thrown to the wolves when a 2021 interview resurfaced during the 2024 election cycle. In a sit-down with Tucker Carlson on Fox News, Vance went on a tirade about, well, you've probably heard it.
Is that we're effectively run in this country via the Democrats, via our corporate oligarchs, by a bunch of childless cat ladies.
Soon after, pop superstar Taylor Swift took to Instagram to issue an official statement. To begin with, she called on her fans to educate themselves about some of the larger issues at play during the 2024 election. Swift also said that she will be voting for Kamala Harris because she fights for the rights and causes I believe need a warrior to champion them. Swift ended her post by calling herself a childless cat lady, an obvious jab at Vance's old interview. Swift also mentioned that her support for in vitro fertilization and other reproductive rights are part of the reason she's voting for Harris. Vance, for his part, has a troublesome history of opposing IVF and other procedures used by women who need assistance in getting pregnant. Jennifer Aniston felt personally moved to confront what JD Vance said about childless cat ladies, as well as his stance on IVF. Taking to Instagram stories, she wrote, "Mr. Vance, I pray that your daughter is fortunate enough to bear children of her own one day. I hope she will not need to turn to IVF as a second option, because you were trying to take that away from her too." Aniston has always been candid about her own journey in trying to have children, as she went through several rounds of IVF treatments before ultimately deciding it wasn't possible. Vance attempted to issue a fiery response of his own, but seemed to miss the point of what Aniston had been trying to say.
That's disgusting because my daughter is 2 years old.
Oprah Winfrey made a surprise appearance at 2024's Democratic National Convention.
Decency and respect are on the ballot in 2024.
But is this glowing endorsement actually a subtle dig at the division sown by Donald Trump and JD Vance? Arguing that Americans really do have more good inside than bad, Winfrey pointed out that human beings will help each other in a heartbeat if they're in trouble.
These are the people who make me proud to say that I am an American.
Oprah also mocked JD Vance's childless cat lady comments by pointing out that, as good neighbors, Americans will help anyone when a house is on fire. If the house belongs to a childless cat lady, she said,
well, we try to get that cat out too.
Late-night talk show host Jimmy Kimmel is known to have had several messy feuds with Donald Trump and pretty much anyone affiliated with him, and now it seems it's JD Vance's turn. In a monologue deriding Trump for his fondness of Russian President Vladimir Putin, Kimmel pivoted to the potential VP.
But this JD Vance, he is a hollow shell of a human being.
This wasn't the first time Kimmel has poked fun at Vance either. In October 2024, actor Haley Joel Osment made a rare appearance on Kimmel's show to parody Vance. The setting of the video revolves around the infamous viral moment in which JD Vance was seen struggling to order a donut.
Well, no, I can get that for you.
Shortly after picking JD Vance to be his running mate, Donald Trump was forced to swat away rumors suggesting that he had regretted his choice. And now, after a summer of bad publicity, it seems JD Vance has been pushed to the side by the Trump campaign. Trump is notorious for feuding with people he feels could steal his thunder or pose a threat to his clout, and Vance may have found himself in that exact position. Notably, after presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. dropped out of the race and endorsed Trump, the duo became quite friendly. The move may have been strategic on RFK Jr.'s part, as he seems to be jockeying for a cabinet position. But he's not the only one cozying up to Trump these days. Billionaire Elon Musk has been stumping extra hard for the ex-president too. Indeed, Musk appeared at Trump's side more often than Vance during the final weeks of the campaign, which has many wondering if Vance has worn out his welcome with the previous president.